Sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sin. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying a very big shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today is a very quick one, and I just want to get straight into it. And before I get into this video, I am also going to say that Florida is not a very safe place for a black person. If you live in Florida, I hope you are very, very careful. And if you are traveling to Florida, you are on your own. I want you to know it's not a very safe place for black people. So this happened also in Florida. I mean, like 2 cases already within just yesterday and today. And this young lady was found naked, half naked, and laying and chained half naked on a tree hanging. And it happened that her car was also burgled, and they saw gasoline and all that all over. So it happened that they also tried to probably set her on fire, but they couldn't do it, and then took her to the bush and then did what they did. And then the place she was found in was almost a sundown town. And you all know what happens in sundown town where black people are not. So with all this that happened, the cops are already ruling this suicide when it is not yet up to 24 hours. How do you declare something suicide when proper investigation has not been lodged in and done properly? An autopsy has also not been found, that has also not been done. And they are pressing this, they are looking for all way to close it all up and ruling it suicide. And the family are demanding for an answer, saying their daughter, their sister is not someone that can do this. And it is not even in black people's destiny to commit lying and shame. That is something you will never hear. And in the state they found her, calls for, for thorough investigation. But no, I am telling you all, if you are going to Florida, be very careful. I am rolling this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you're thinking about. So let's get into.
I'm going to need y'all to stop what y'all doing, and I'm going to need y'all to make this video go viral. I'm going to need y'all to like, share, comment, tag other people. I need y'all to watch this video all the way through. And here's why. Now, I'm sure most of you have not heard about this video, as they are trying to do their best job to ensure that this video never sees the light of a day. But a black woman was just found hung from a tree. It says right there. Woman in Orlando found hanging from a tree. And get this, there's not even been a thorough investigation. It hasn't even been 24 hours. And they're already claiming that this was a self-inflicted unaliving. Now, this black woman that was found hung from a tree. Hold on, let me retract that. Let me start that over. This black woman who was found partially nude hanging from this tree, his name is Yona Lubrin. And currently, their family is asking for y'all's help, as they say they know different, that there's no way that Yona could have done this to herself. I mean, let me ask y'all, because right now, really, it's not making no sense. I mean, they find a black woman hanging from a tree, partially nude, and in less than 24 hours of not doing a thorough investigation, they deem it a self-inflicted unaliving. And you would have thought that finding her vehicle less than a few blocks away being burglarized and vandalized, along with all the gasoline poured on it, would have been evidence enough to say that this was not something that was self-inflicted. Now, here's how we can help, because this story definitely needs the publicity and it needs the media attention. So besides just making this video go viral, for those that are in the Orlando area, the family is asking that everyone gather at City Hall on October 3rd at 6:30. Now, seeing as there's barely information being able to be found on Google or anything like that, I've also tagged a couple creators that are going to be best served to give you more information, as they are in the close vicinity right here and right now. I say again, this situation does not need to go unheard. We need to get all the publicity, media attention that we can possibly get in order to get her family justice and get her family answers. Until next time, I ask that you take care of yourselves and your loved ones. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family, friends, and all those affected in this tragedy. As always, I'll be singing peace to you.
Orlando woman found hanging from tree. Police rule is as suicide, but her family does not believe it. So they claim that they found this Orlando woman hanging from a tree in Orlando, Florida. But the police claim that it was suicidal. They found no evidence of no one doing this. Now I want to say this. We all know this was not suicidal, bro. We all know someone did this. And then this not the first time this don't happen. This happened multiple times, different years. And the police said the same thing. It was suicidal, bro. Like, come on now. Nobody was born yesterday. We all know damn well that she did not do this herself. I believe the police is working with the racists that did this, or the racists, they good at hiding their evidence. It's definitely one of those, bro. Definitely. And then, bro, it's Florida, bro. Y'all know Florida is a racist ass state, bro. But all I want to say is start carrying, bro. Start protecting yourselves. Stop walking out here without carrying. If you don't have it on you, have it in your car at least. But yeah, this shit was crazy, though. This definitely was not suicide. Someone definitely did this, and we all know who did it.
Okay, so this family needs your help. This young lady, Yona Lubrin, she was found hanging from a tree in Orlando, Florida on September 28, 2023. They need social media to come through for them because this story has not been picked up by the media. Not much of the media at all. Maybe a few local media. Let me plug in real quick that the family will be at City Hall in Orlando tomorrow, Tuesday, October 3rd at 6:30 p.m. Trying to demand answers regarding this young woman that was found hanging in a tree. The family is demanding answers because of the state that she was found in when she was found hanging from the tree. And less than 24 hours later, Orlando police is trying to rule it a suicide. There was another case of a young man that was found in 2020 also in Orlando, Florida, hanging by a tree, and it was also suspicious, but that was ruled a suicide as well. I need my TikTok investigators, all my social media investigators, I don't care if it's from IG, Twitter, I need you guys to share this story. I need you guys to ask questions. I need you guys to maybe fill in the blanks because you guys are really good with investigating and finding things that mainstream media are not reporting. Why is this ruled a suicide in less than 24 hours? Why is there not a bigger investigation, especially in Florida in these times in 2023, where there's a whole bunch of white supremacy stuff happening around in Florida? Now, I'm not saying I know what happened. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying that everything is strange. It's very suspicious. And the family needs answers for this young lady. They need answers. What happened to Yona Lubrin? Why was she in the state that she was in when she was found hanging from the tree? Also, there are reports that people already saw this tree that she was hung from. If someone could please post that tree, because they're saying there was something suspicious about the tree as well. We need answers regarding Yona Lubrin. There has to be an investigation. You can't just be like, it's a suicide and then that's it. Where's the investigation? Where's the proof that it was really a suicide? Like, where's the evidence? If you can please come and stand with the family tomorrow, October 3rd, Tuesday, at City Hall, Orlando at 6:30 p.m. Please come and demand some answers. The family needs closure or justice. What happened to Yona Lubrin? Say her name. Yona Lubrin.
Hey, what up, everybody? So I'm coming on here. I don't have the clip or whatever because I just seen it was posted like 13 minutes ago or whatever. So I'm gonna try to post that clip when I can. But did you guys hear about the woman named Yolanda or something like that? Her name is Yona Lubrin, something like that. She goes by the name of Yo-Yo, or her family calls her Yo-Yo. Anyway, you guys, she was found hanging in Florida, a state in Florida or whatever. And supposedly, I had looked it up, this place is a sundown town, or an area, or it's close to a sundown town in Florida. And yes, y'all, the police are trying to rule it a suicide. And she's a woman. And y'all know black people do not know how to tie knots like that. And for one, black people do not hang themselves from trees because it's too traumatic of an experience for us, knowing the history about hanging. So, y'all, we need to get on the phone with the police. We need to get in contact with the police department in Orlando on Westmoreland Drive. Okay, that's where the sister's body. Westmoreland Drive is where the sister's body was found in Orlando, you guys. So we got to get on this because there's no way that they're ruling this suicide. Okay, no way. So we need to do something, because if we don't, it's going to keep continuing to happen. You guys seen what happened in 2000, 2001, and 2002. There were about 5 cases of Black and Hispanic men that were hung from trees or buildings, right? Light posts. There were about 5 cases of that in the last 3 to 4 years. Okay, probably a little bit more. But we have seen case after case of only Black and Hispanic people being hung, and then the police ruling it as a homicide. So either the police are involved, or they know who's involved in these hangings, which would be one of their colleagues or something like that, and they're covering it up, or it's one of their family members, you guys, because they know who's doing these hangings. Okay, that's why they're trying to rule it a homicide, so they don't go to jail, right? They don't want to let it be known that racism is still well and alive in the United States of America. And I don't know, if you guys can't see it, then you are oblivious to what is about to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no way, knowing the history of hangings, that we should be allowing for these police officers to tell us that something was a homicide or a suicide when it's involving a murder like that, when it's involving a crime like that. No, it's impossible. So this Black woman, she did not hang herself, you guys. She did not commit suicide. Okay, Black people do not hang themselves. Why aren't we hearing about white people hanging themselves committing suicide? What about the Asian people hanging themselves committing suicide? Why is it only Black people hanging themselves when we know that hangings are historically a thing that white people do to Black people? Y'all, we gotta get it together. So let's get on this phone with Orlando Moreland Police. I'm pretty sure it's probably Moreland Police Department or something like that, or whatever. But we need to figure out where this police department is, and we need to start making calls, you guys, because let me tell you, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It is about to start getting worse. You guys need to start paying attention to what's going on and start putting 2 and 2 together, because when you put 2 and 2 together, it will equal 4, you guys. And then start multiplying shit on top of that. Look at the history. Look at what's been going on for the last 15, 20 years, especially if you're in your 30s and 40s. You should be able to memorize all the things that has happened in the history of America, not just even the history of America, but the lies that have been told and the lies that has come out to be seen as lies. They told us that 2 Black men killed Malcolm X. Well, it comes to find out that the feds has something to do with it. The CIA, the government has something to do with you guys. We gotta wake up. We gotta stop playing. We gotta stop acting like we blind, because this shit is not gonna. It's just not gonna stop. It's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep going if we keep placing a blind eye to the shit that's right in our face. Like, wake up. Wake up. I know we are scared. I know. But it's time to get the fear up out of you, because you could be scared all you want to, but they coming. They're coming to kill. Period. And then they're going to say, hey, your murder was actually you killing yourself. They kill you, and then they get to blame you for your murder. That's what they've been doing. They've been doing it to Black men for the eons of time. That's what that was. Oh, if he don't if he doesn't listen to my demands or my commands, then that's probable cause for him to be murdered. That's what they've been saying, y'all. Now it's about to be on women. Okay? They gonna kill you and then tell you you killed yourself. They're gonna kill you and then come out to the public and say, oh no, it was actually you who killed you. So we gotta stop running with the narrative that the media wanna feed us and all this other stuff. Y'all start looking in between the lies, because let me tell you something. A person who enslaves you will never tell you the truth. They will never treat you good. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever. And a lot of you women, especially black women, y'all know that. Y'all know that abuser will never stop abusing you. You know that a liar will never stop lying to you. Come on, y'all. So what do you think that this government, this palm-colored government is doing? He the same person. He's the same abuser. He the same liar. He the same user. He the same raper. He the same everything. So if you can leave your man for the abuse that he caused, what's so hard with leaving the government for the abuse and trauma and turmoil that they have caused over the last, 10, 20, 30 generations? Come on. Y'all, it's time to wake up. Because like I said, y'all don't see what I see, but I see it. And I've been telling my mama and my brother and whoever else will listen about this for a very long time. And I'm starting to get phone calls from people who I had conversations with years ago who telling me, how did you know? How did you see this? Because the proof is in the pudding, baby. Your mama told you a leopard don't change its spots. So it's time that we start getting together and start seeing the evil for what it is. And for all you black people out there who want to be around these white people and thinking that they're your friends, let me tell you something. When that time comes, you're going to see who really your friend and who not. You're going to see who really got your back and who don't. And by that time, baby, it's going to be too late.
Yesterday, Yona Lubrin, she's also known as Yo-Yo, she was found hanging from a tree in Orlando, Florida, near Westmoreland Drive and Livingston Street. And the way that she was found and the state that she was left in has her family with a lot of unanswered questions to law enforcement. Because law enforcement, they are immediately trying to rule it as a suicide. Look, check this out. Finding any person that looks like this right here, hanging from a tree in 2023, requires a lot more investigation no matter what. Why do I say that? Because you have suspects like this right here down there right now. You hear that? That's where your investigation needs to start. With this. Your investigation needs to start right here. With these people. Orlando Police Department. There's too many questions, especially in this case here. Because people that looks like this are not doing that. They're not hanging themselves from no tree. And you know what the problem is. You just don't want to confront it. This is not the first time, right? This is not the first. Look, this happened in Orlando just in 2020. And the same questions are being asked. The same questions are being asked, just like it was asked with Nevin Baker, who was found hanging in a tree in a very suspicious way, just to be considered a suicide. Justice is needed. We need the FBI down there to investigate this because it's being covered up. Too much stuff is being covered up. And look, this is a call to action. The family is meeting October the 3rd in front of the City Hall at 6:30 on Tuesday. At 6:30, the family's everybody is welcome down there. This is going to be a peaceful gathering for the family. They just need the numbers. They need the boots on the ground. If this was your family member, it don't matter if you look like this or like this. If this was your family member, it's time to wake up. It's time to get answers.
I appreciate everyone that's taken the time to share all the devastating stories from this TikTok, but unfortunately, family and friends, there's another gruesome, devastating story that I need to report to you all. I need you all just to give me 3 minutes of your time, watch this video very carefully, and share this video to get this story out, okay? Today, I want to talk to you all about 30-year-old Orlando resident Yona Lubrin, aka Yo-Yo. This is Yona in my background here, this beautiful, beloved sister you see here. What happened with her? On Thursday, September 28th, 2023, Yona's partially nude body was found hanging from a tree in the back of a residence in Orlando, Florida. Within 24 hours of the discovery of Yona's body, the Orlando Police Department, the agency responsible for investigating Yona's death, is already declaring Yona's death a suicide. I had the fortunate opportunity to speak with Yona's sister and family and friends, and all of them confirmed that Yona did not have suicidal tendencies. She was not the type of person to hurt herself. And to further raise more suspicion about this death, Yona's car was found a few blocks away from her body, vandalized, burglarized, and someone poured gasoline all over the car. It looked like they had the intentions on burning her vehicle, but they failed to do it. Yona's body was found, again, partially nude, and I had the unfortunate opportunity to view the video, a video that was taken by one of the people who found Yo-Yo, and her body was found in a very gruesome position, and it's evident that this young lady was murdered. Yet, within 24 hours of the discovery of her body, the Orlando Police Department is already declaring her death a suicide, even though all of her family and friends have confirmed that Yo-Yo was not the type of person to commit suicide, nor has she ever tried to hurt herself, nor has Yo-Yo ever been accused of doing anything to harm herself or others. Yo-Yo was murdered. Her life matters. She did not deserve to die this way. And the Orlando Police Department is not trying to do right by this family. They're not trying to conduct a thorough investigation as to how this young lady was found hanging from a tree. So now my organization and multiple organizations are coming together to stand with the family of Yona Lubrin to demand accountability and transparency. And we are convinced that this young lady was murdered. So I need you all to share this TikTok, hashtag justice for Yona Lubrin, aka Yo-Yo, or hashtag for Yo-Yo. Let's come together collectively and corporately. Let's demand accountability. This young lady was found hanging from a tree, partially nude, and it's evident that she was murdered. Her car was found blocks away, vandalized, burglarized, and somebody poured gasoline all over it. Yona did not have suicidal tendencies, nor is there any evidence to support that she killed herself, yet the Orlando Police Department is already declaring her death a suicide. Join me in demanding accountability, and let's demand justice for Yo-Yo.
I'm not going for it, are you? Going for what, you ask? Going for these people trying to take us back to the 1960s. You understand me? Do you read that headline? Just in case you can't see it, a woman was found hanging from a tree in Orlando, and the family is trying to figure out how she ended up there. And I don't like it. And guess what? Guess what is the whole mysterious, shady, deliberately racist thing about the whole story? They immediately labeled it a suicide. Yeah, like she climbed up the tree and did this herself. This is her older sister, y'all. Yesterday, my baby sister, Yona Lubrin, aka Yo-Yo, was found hanging from a tree right here in Orlando. The way she was found and the state that she was left in has the family with a lot of unanswered questions. They are immediately ruling it as a suicide, but finding any black person, and y'all can read the rest. They're asking for an investigation. If you're in the Orlando area, they're going to City Hall. If you see the flyer, read the flyer. We demand answers. This is a developing story, so I don't have much details for you now, But it ain't much more you need to know. We need to support Yona Lubrin, aka Yo-Yo. Please put justice for Yo-Yo in the comments. Let the family know we stand with her. It's no way. You already know DeSantis, Orlando is DeSantis town, and you already know what they're about.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I don't know how I feel, because it looks like this week all the videos I have done are videos of something happening to Black people, someone being murdered, I mean, like, you know, in cold blood and all of that. Now let me tell you something. This is it is clear, like it's kind of clear, it's crystal clear that she did not hang herself. She was laying and shame. And that is actually obvious from the stories and everything. Her car was almost boggled, right? And her car was by the roadside. And it happened that where she was a sundown town. And you all know what happens in sundown town. And why is it that the police will rule that as a suicide, not even up to 24 hours? Have you seen where something is being, like, you know, being declared straight up, not even up to 24 hours without even proper investigation, ruled like that? And I keep saying this, when you are traveling and you are somewhere, I always want you all to be sure that you are not passing through any sundown town, because you all know that a lot of horrible things are happening to Black people and some other people of color, but that is people of color, and I am here for Black people, right? So many things are happening to Black people when they pass through sundown town. And the fact that they also tried pouring gasoline on her, probably it was maybe they wanted to set her on fire, and it was a failed attempt. And then she was also hung, laying and chained, half naked. Because I don't see anybody who want to lynch herself going to do that, like, you know, half naked, you know. And it is obvious that it was a planned thing. And they are also looking for a way to close it all up, to say it is suicide. That is not a suicide. It is not even in our thing to commit suicide. And this is just a very horrible one. And I am sending all my condolences to the family. I don't know how they are feeling at this point in time, but I hope they are strong to get justice for this young lady, because she deserves all the justice. So they haven't even done autopsy and the rest of it, and they've already declared it suicide. How is that so? Whew. So this is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.